So do you think at that young age, not experiencing that family structure where your father just, was there for you at your football games, at your basketball games, take you to the amusement park, do you think that created that confidence in you, and that confidence sometimes can be mistaken as you as a narcissist or something?
No, I don't think so, Kenny. I think with me, it just reality hit me early. I just knew I had to survive, and I knew I didn't have nowhere to go. You know, and I was trying to figure it out. Like when I was in high school, I graduated early out of high school. I was A and B student. I was pretty smart because I learned that early in school, the smarter person had a better advantage in this shit. And I wanted to do auto body and fender. I wanted to work on cars. And I learned how to paint cars. I went to Trade Tech College for a year to learn how to do body and fender. That's how I thought I was going to do. But then around me, these hustlers and players were just around me, just getting this money, and I kind of got, as Iceberg Slim says, street poison. You start. I'm working on these low riders. I want one. Like I keep these niggas is pulling up with all the money, and those are your role models. There's no doctors or lawyers; they're just players. And I got intrigued with them, and it just took me down that road. But nah, I don't know about my parents or anything. I just think that I've always been somebody that's really relied on himself, and I lose respect for people that can't handle that can't make it.
Right.
When I see grown men and I'm just like, nigga, you having a problem getting money? Like, I don't really get that. Like, I'm like, niggas borrowing money. Like, you borrow what, $500? That means you don't got $500.
Right.
If you be a grown ass nigga and you ain't got $500, how could you leave the house without $500? My hustle is based on like get your weight up, nigga, like around me. Now maybe you might need 20,000. I get that. You ain't got that. But when you need $100, nigga, that you should never ask nobody for $100. That's a bad look. So but I don't know, man. I don't really know what made me, but I think I'm hard on my kids because I didn't have a family like that. I'm not as compassionate as I should be. I'm a little harder on them than maybe I should be, but I love them to death. But
that's the same thing with me. Coming from the pimp game, right?
Mm-hmm.
When my mother kind of like stopped taking care of me, she made me a little cold-hearted.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I was out there on my own, and I was looking for that compassion, that love, and so I didn't have no compassion. I think I went to the doctor and had a triple bypass. I said, take all the sympathy out of my heart, So I'm out there mashing like an Idaho potato, and you was there, you see me. A lot of people say, like Spike, me. The first time we met, I had 3 bad problems.
No, you was proper. You had a little situation going.
So you know what I'm saying, but is though, even though those women, would be a lot of guys bottom or they main girl, I didn't have no sympathy. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand what you're saying. That's why I said, a lot of children that are sheltered and their parents, like Donald Trump kids, those are sheltered children. A lot of children are sheltered. When you shelter those kids, I think it kind of fuck them up. So what I'm saying, the fact that my mother kind of kicked me out the nest as a bird do, when they get a certain age, I think that's the reason why I'm so ambitious, and that's the reason why you always say to me, Ken, if you can win, you can win again. I think that's what makes us winners. I'm just, kind of like summarizing it, from our perspective.